Welcome back, everybody. My name is BluJay, and we are back at the Reverb Outpost. And as you can see right now, we are taking a look at our inventory because we gathered all of this stuff up in that little opening montage there. And if you can't tell already by the title of this episode, we are going on an adventure today. And that adventure is to find the Stronghold. That's right, we're gonna go locate the place where we can go get the Ender Portal. The End Portal, actually, is what it's called. We can go get the End Portal activated and make our way into the End, where we can fight the Ender Dragon and go exploring and hopefully get those shulker boxes back that we had first season. Oh my goodness, it was so nice. So let's throw our first Eye of Ender, and this direction... oh, no good. No good. We've already lost one Eye of Ender. That doesn't happen very often, but it takes 12 to activate the End Portal, and we have 11 left. Now, there's a small percent chance, and I think it was like a 10% chance, that each frame in the End Portal could actually contain an eye already in it, so we should hopefully be okay. We're going to risk it, because I want to go on this adventure and find the End Portal, because we have been waiting a long time for this, and we're actually slightly behind what we did in Season 1. This is episode 17, I believe, and we were already at the end and fighting the Ender Dragon in episode 16 last time, so I don't know that we're actually going to fight the dragon today. More than likely we won't. We're going to go explore the Stronghold and take a look around and then activate the portal, and that's probably all we're going to do. And then... if I have timed this correctly, the Ender Dragon fight should take place on Sunday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, so that'll be kind of our Christmas Eve, Christmas special kind of video, so we're doing something fun for Christmas this year. Now, it's a little unorthodox, it's out of the box, it's a little different. A lot of people like build a Christmas tree or a snowman or something like that, and with my schedule this year, with having a newborn and work being kind of crazy and being sick, I've had the flu twice this year. It's been kind of awful. So just with my schedule and all of the things that we've had going on, like a standard traditional Christmas special of doing like a special build around the base, that's not really something I'm able to do this year. So hopefully if you guys want to see that kind of stuff, like holiday specials, if you want to see those, let me know in the comments section, because I will consider doing those, going forward. There's like Halloween stuff and Thanksgiving and, Valentine's Day. We could build like a heart somewhere or something weird, or, whatever you guys are into. So, just let me know if you guys want to do like holiday specials in the future, and maybe we can make that happen. And speaking of holiday specials, the Minecraft app, some pretty cool stuff coming, and it should be released today as you're watching this video on Thursday, December 21st. They've got like these free downloadable content things coming. I don't know if they're like mashup packs, maps, texture packs, skin packs, whatever they might be. Ooh, we're at the ocean. We're gonna have to craft up a boat, but before we go, let's throw the eye up one more time and make sure this is still the direction we need to go. Yep, we still need to go forward. Please don't pop. Okay, good. Oh, that almost fell in the water. So the Minecraft app has the like free 12 days of Christmas content, which is kind of cool. And as I'm recording this before it's even released, so I have no idea what they're even going to give away, but I plan to log in every day and check out some of the free stuff they're giving away. And who knows, maybe if there's something cool in there, we can give a little review or do a small video, just like a little short 5-minute thing, or if like there's an adventure map, maybe we could play through that. I'm not sure what it's going to contain yet, so let me know if there's anything that you guys see in that 12 days of Christmas stuff. If you want to see any of that reviewed or played through on the channel. Have you guys noticed that little bug every time I break my ender chest? Somebody pointed this out to me, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was, but somebody pointed this out to me recently, and I saw it for myself in my own world as well. Every time you break the ender chest, and you have to break it with a Silk Touch pickaxe in order to get it back intact, it drops 8 obsidian. Now, that's what happens when you break it with any other kind of pickaxe, except for you don't get your ender chest back. I think you get the Eye of Ender and the 8 obsidian. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what you get if you like actually legitimately break it, but Silk Touch should just pick it right up and there shouldn't be anything dropping. But we're getting 8 obsidian, which is kind of strange. Yeah, we're just going to keep traveling on this direction and see how far this ocean goes. And I think we're going to wait until we get to land before we throw the Eye of Ender again. Just because I don't want to have to get out of the boat and swim down to the bottom of the ocean and risk losing the Eye of Ender and losing any more, because we've already lost one on the first toss. That was awful. So we're gonna take a little trip here. We're gonna go floating down the ocean and see what's on the other side, and hopefully it won't send us back this direction, and hopefully the Stronghold isn't somewhere buried in the middle of the ocean. And if I remember correctly, a lot of times it's located near a village, so I don't know if that's possible anyways, but correct me if I'm wrong. You guys might know more about it than I do. I've only been to the Stronghold one other time, and that was in Season 1 of my single-player Let's Play, where we fought the Ender Dragon and did all of that good stuff. We've only been there that other time, except for, technically we went back to build a massive end portal room, which we may do again in this season. Give me some ideas. Go ahead and start throwing some ideas out of what could be a really cool end portal room, because I don't want to do the same thing we did last time. It was kind of that like enchanted forest kind of feel. It was really overgrown and there were waterfalls, and it was a really cool build. It was one of my favorite builds of Season 1, and it was really disappointing because it was right towards the end. We didn't get to use it very much. So let me know if you guys have any ideas of what we might build as an end portal room this time around, because I definitely don't want to leave it as is. I mean, it's okay as is, but it's more fun to adapt and make things your own. So give me some ideas. Give me some feedback. I would love to hear what you guys might like to see for that particular build. Okay, so something I forgot to do while we were still at the base, which is too late for this episode now, but we're going to go ahead and do it and add it to the book later. Comment question of the day. I forgot to write it down in the book before we left, so it's going to be a couple episodes before we get back there, because we're going to spend a little bit in the end here. But I want to do the comment question of the day right now, and we'll add it to the book as soon as we get back to the base. So, Mystic Craft wants to know, what toy was your favorite when you were a kid? That is a great question. So I was a 90s kid, and I grew up on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I watched the original series, and I know it's like ridiculous now because I think they're still ongoing. I think they're still making like new seasons of like random crazy adaptations of the original Power Rangers. But I started watching it when the originals were airing on TV. And I'll admit, I went and watched a couple episodes on Netflix recently because I'm like, oh, nostalgia. They have Power Rangers on Netflix. This is what I grew up on. And I watched it and I'm like, I should have left that in the past. Just not the greatest content. There's not a whole lot of storyline. It's like they're all hanging out, and then a monster comes, and ooh, what is this? Is that a blacksmith buried underground? That's new. I've never seen that type of world generation before. That's pretty cool. Let's go check out what he's got in here. A whole lot of nothing, but we'll go ahead and take the bread and apples with us anyway. So I grew up on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, watching that on TV, and so I had like the action figures. I had like the Red Ranger, and I had the Blue Ranger. Those were my two favorites, and it was like those action figures where the head flipped upside down, and on the other side was like the helmet, so it was like transforming into the Power Ranger, and I had like the Megazords that connected together, and you could, pretend to have battles and all of that. So I loved those toys. I played with those all the time when I was a kid. I also remember I had a Bat Cave because I really liked Batman as well. Oh, yep, we're in the right spot. We had just come from this direction, and if I have to guess correctly, it's right there. Oh no! Did we lose our Eye of Ender? It went into the ground, so hopefully we can dig down and find it somewhere in there. I would hate to be down to 10. All right, let's grab our shovel. So while we're digging, yes, Power Rangers loved that. I had a bat cave with like a little transforming chamber where you could stick Bruce Wayne in there and you spin it around and he turned into Batman, and had a Batmobile and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So I liked the action figures kind of stuff growing up. Those were kind of my favorite toys as a kid. So we're going to keep digging down here, and I'm hoping that I can find this little Eye of Ender here, because, oh, yep, there it is. That would have been super disappointing if I couldn't find that. I did not want to go in there down 2 Eyes of Ender. I had just enough to fill the end portal frame when we left, and I've lost 1, so we shouldn't lose any more, because I'm not going to toss any more, and most of them are safely inside our Ender chest right now. So I'm doing exactly what a lot of you are probably like, you shouldn't be doing this. I'm digging straight down. But the smart way to do this is the way I'm doing it right now, is to stand in between 2 blocks, and then you can dig 1 out and make sure there's no lava or a massive, cavern or ravine or something that you're going to fall into. And then once you know that it's safe, you can dig the other block out. And this is the smart way to dig down. So when they say you should never dig down, I take that more as a guideline than a rule. Oh, there it is. Yes, we found the Stronghold. Let's dig on down in here. Oh, hello. You fell a very long way. That probably hurt pretty bad. Oh, here we are. We're inside. Okay, I'm going to get some stuff organized, and then we're going to go exploring in the Stronghold. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. We're going to place down our first torch and head this direction, and I'll explain the little block with the torch in just a second, but do you see that? Oh my goodness. In the first spot, we already found the end portal. There it is. Oh, these little silverfish. Oh, I do not like these guys. Oh, they're so frustrating. They're so hard to hit because they're so tiny. I need my pickaxe to break the spawner, and there we go. We're safe. Oh, look. Yes, there's already 1 Eye of Ender in the frame, so we have 11. We have just enough to light the portal. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's light this place up really quick and make sure that no mobs can spawn in here and creep up on us or accidentally, get a creeper in here and blow up the end portal frame. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm sure it is. I don't think they're indestructible blocks. But I don't want to risk that, so we want to light this place up as well as we can, or as good as we can. I don't know which is proper English. That's terrible. Okay, so there it is. We found it. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to get our water bucket out. Let's place this ender chest over here. Okay, water bucket. We're going to get rid of this lava because we don't want to risk falling in there and, torching all of our diamond gear. Just doesn't seem smart. We're not going to go in the end right now. We're going to go exploring the Stronghold first, just to see if there are any treasures to find, anything that we might find useful when we go in to find the Ender Dragon and fight him. But we should have everything we need already. I just want to take a look around and see if there's anything else that might benefit us on our journey, because we're going to be in there for more than just the dragon fight. We're going to go exploring the outer edges of the end and try to find some end cities so we can get some loot, and we can get that precious elytra and those loot boxes, or not loot boxes. I've been playing too much Star Wars Battlefront loot crates. I want to find those shulker boxes so we can carry those around with us and stay organized and have lots and lots and lots of storage at all times. Oh, I'm so excited. We're finally here. I mean, I know it's only been 17 episodes, and that's a relatively quick amount of time to go to the end. And as I'm thinking about this is kind of crazy. I've only been on YouTube for 10 months, something like that. I started back in February of 2017. It hasn't even been a year yet. And this is the second time I've been to the end. And honestly, right around this time last year was when they introduced the end and the Ender Dragon to the game. Can you remember that? It feels like so long ago that they introduced this to the game, because there's been so much added since then. I remember talking about getting all the terracotta stuff a long time ago, and then they announced the Better Together update, which took quite a long time, honestly, to come out. It didn't come out until September. I think that was like the big update for this year, which is awesome. And, we're looking forward to future updates like the aquatic update coming up. But it just seems like there's been so much released in the game since the end was added, and that was just about a year ago. It was December of last year. It's kind of crazy. So the Ender Dragon hasn't even been in Pocket Edition or Bedrock Edition, as it's now known. Hasn't even been in the game for a year yet, and I think it's probably... I can't remember if it was beginning of December or end of December, but I do know it was in December because it was like right there at the tail end of the year. Everybody was excited. That was like the last update of the year, and we finally got the Ender Dragon and all the cool stuff that comes along with it. So I'm excited. This is big steps forward for us. We're already back fighting the Ender Dragon for a second time on this channel in less than a year. I know there's a lot of YouTubers who haven't even fought the Ender Dragon once yet, and I know that's kind of becoming more and more of a rarity because a lot of them are, taking this whole survival thing seriously, which it's a great time to be a Bedrock Edition survival player because there are quite a few people who I've discovered are playing it now. Back when I started, it was not a ton of people that I was aware of. I'm sure there were a lot of people still doing it, but I didn't know very many people, and that's one of the beautiful things about, I know we've talked about this, taking a break from Unity. That's one of the beautiful things about Unity was it connected me with some survival players that I didn't even know existed, which was awesome because everybody knows who Jack Frost Miner is because he's been around for a long time and has a lot of subscribers, and a lot of people know who AGHQ is, and a lot of people know who Echo Soldier is, and like everybody knows those guys, but it's awesome to meet new people. I mentioned a guy named YouTuber last episode who was added to the subscriber barracks. That's another thing we're not going to get to do for the next couple episodes. I'm going to have to start taking notes on who to add to that because we're going to be away from the base for a few episodes here. So we'll add several people when we get back. I got to stop doing this where I skip an episode and then add two, and then skip an episode and then add two. We just need to do it every episode as long as we're at our base. But there's been a lot of activity on Bedrock Edition this past year that I've become aware of, and I'm just excited to be a part of this community with a lot of great people, a lot of great players, a lot of cool content going up on YouTube. So I know some people are like thinking Minecraft is kind of going by the wayside. It's not as popular as it used to be. I simply just don't think that's true. Just based off of what I've seen, there's a lot of new people coming up, a lot of new content being posted. Maybe it's not quite as, groundbreaking, so to speak, as it used to be. But I still think there's a huge place in YouTube and a huge place in people's hearts for this blocky digital Legos game, because it's basically what it is. So I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for new updates. I'm excited to meet more people. I'm excited to meet more of you. You guys are what make this channel happen. You watch and comment and subscribe, and all the things that you do make this channel, what it is. Without you guys here, I would just be talking to the air and playing a video game all by myself, which would be incredibly sad and boring. So I just want to stop in a roundabout way from talking about all this stuff. I just want to stop for a second and say thank you. I've almost been on YouTube for a year, and I'm sure we'll do like a 1-year special episode in February when that time comes. But I just want to stop and say thank you for being a part of this community, for your support, for, having confidence in the content that I'm putting out and saying, yep, I really like that. I'm going to subscribe to that guy and watch more of his stuff when he puts it out. So I just appreciate the consistency. I appreciate the comments, the support, the views, everything that you guys do to make this channel what it is. This is all you guys. So thank you so much. I'm going to keep looking around, and if we find anything interesting, any loot, any stuff that we might want to take with us, I'll come back with you. Otherwise, we'll meet back over in the in-portal room here in just a couple minutes to light the portal and prepare for the dragon fight in the next episode. Well, I'm still looking around here, and that is very strange. This looks like what used to be a dungeon, but there's no mob spawner. Ooh, we found a music disc. That is nice. Won't help us at all in the end, but we're going to take it with us because Nice to have those little collectibles. I think we might actually already have that particular music disc, but that's okay. We'll take it with us anyway, and we can have a duplicate. You know, just in case we lose one. All right, I'm going to continue exploring, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we have adventured through the entire Stronghold. At least I think so. I've placed down torches to light the way, and I don't know if I explained this or not. If you guys saw me placing down a block with a torch on it, that is basically to point the way back to where we came from. So I place those down periodically, just so we know where we were coming from. So let's go grab our Eyes of Ender, and we're going to go up here to the end portal and start placing these down so that we can activate it and be ready for the fight in the next episode. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11's already in there, and 12. Look at that. Oh, it's lit up. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time that we have for today. It has been quite the adventure. We found the Stronghold, and we actually adventured it this time. I don't think we did much of that on camera in Season 1, so I wanted to do that together. I wanted to just take a look around and see what there was. We found a few things. We found a music disc. We found some other loot, but nothing of too great of consequence. We didn't find, like, any mending books or anything like that, so I'm still waiting on my first mending book in my single-player world. But hopefully that's coming sometime soon. In the next episode, we are going to head on into the end and fight the Ender Dragon, and hopefully we'll win with, not too much of a challenge. But we'll see. We've only fought the Ender Dragon one other time. And hopefully if we do pretty well at it, we'll have time to go exploring in that episode as well. So, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. But for now, my name is BluJay, and I've got to fly on out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.